The fourth season of Stranger Things is now complete on Netflix, so it's time to rank all 4 of the Stranger Things seasons from worst to best. Hi everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits streaming services and in theaters. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any up and coming content. Leave your ranking down below. How would you rank all 4 of the Stranger Things seasons from worst to best? So let's get into this. Coming in last place is Stranger Things Season 2. This is the only season that I have not rewatched. I've rewatched Season 4 and 3 and Season 1, and I do enjoy Season 2. I think each season is great in their own way, but when I look at each individual season and the excitement each season brings, I think Season 2 is the one that brings the least amount that I enjoyed within it. It definitely expands on that first season while introducing new characters. And the events within Season 1, how Will is struggling to fit back into the life after what had happened in the Upside Down. And we're seeing how Mike is trying to move on after Eleven's apparent death in Season 2. It tries to be scary, it tries to be bigger. At times it's revisiting certain storylines from that first season. It brings in some of the best characters in Stranger Things, with Bob, who dated Joyce, and his death within it was very heartbreaking because I really like that character. We were introduced to Billy and Max within this season. There's a really odd episode towards the end with Eleven where she's adopting like this punk phase. It's kind of out of place within it, but nonetheless, Stranger Things Season 2 ups the action, ups the scares, brings in new characters, and expands on that first season very well. Coming in third place is Stranger Things Season 1. This introduced the characters in a really nice way. It felt very contained for what it is. When you look at all of the other seasons, this one felt a little smaller compared to what we've gotten, but there was a lot of development for the characters. Our 4 main characters, Lucas, Dustin, Mike, and Will, and then also the introduction of Eleven and how she plays into that group. There's a lot of 80s references, but I love that group that is forming within here and how we are understanding these characters while also having this plot that is moving forward and feels very mysterious. But they're all searching for their friend Will Byers, and we feel that urgency within that first season, and also how important he is to this group and how strong that relationship is. And it only goes up from there with Season 2, 3, and 4. We feel that that group is very strong. So the first season introduced these memorable characters in such a fun but also mysterious and thrilling way. It's beautifully shot. There's a lot of mystery, a lot of suspense to it, but also just feels very contained at times. And that's able to build these characters and the story to where they are now. Coming in second place is Stranger Things Season 3. Every single season introduces a new character, and the character is eventually killed off. And Stranger Things Season 3 had that with Alexei, and a character that I ended up really loving. And we got new characters like Robin expanding on relationships with Max and Lucas, and Max and Eleven, how they had that really strong friendship. I love that neon look to it. It's very vibrant. Starcourt Mall sequence at the end is thrilling. It's action packed. There's a lot of emotional moments for these characters, a lot of redeeming qualities to some of these characters that you hated in some previous seasons. You have these really strong relationships that are developing, especially between Dustin and Steve. I ended up loving Steve in the second season, and we get a lot more of him in the third season. It makes some of the moments in here funny, and makes some of the moments in here lighthearted. The tone is, while dark and action-packed and bloody, it adds a little more humor into it and kind of shakes things up. So Season 3 gave us some new characters that I absolutely love, built some new relationships that are strong as can be in Season 4. The emotional stake was strong in here, and the approach to Max and Eleven's relationship only strengthened these characters. And coming in first place is Season 4. This is easily the best season. It's easily the most emotional season. It's easily the most action-packed season. We have a villain in here that has a story. Instead of having a Demogorgon just terrorizing through this small town, we actually have a villain that connects to Eleven's backstory. And so I love that connection to Eleven and how this character just feels like an ultimate villain, with some new characters like Eddie that you just absolutely love, stronger storylines for characters like Robin and Nancy and Steve and Dustin. These are characters that feel so memorable and so enjoyable to watch, and that writing is so strong in here. I think that's benefited. I think a lot of that is due to the fact that a lot of these episodes are very long. The last episode being 2 hours and 22 minutes. You're going to have a lot of character development within here. The visuals are stunning. There's a lot of great music in here that accompanies these sequences and really amps them up. Season 4 is easily the best choice for the best season of all 4. I was very emotional throughout. I was invested in these storylines. I was invested in the villain more so than any of the previous seasons and any of the villains. It feels like it's the end game. You feel like it's this big moment, this finale that was built up perfectly, and each episode felt like it had a purpose leading into the 9th episode. So Stranger Things season 4, the best season. Not because I just watched it and it's fresh in my mind. A lot of the writing, a lot of the characters, and the villain is one of the best things within all of the seasons. So there you guys have it, all 4 Stranger Things seasons ranked worst to best. How would you rank these seasons? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.